Lance, good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Rob, you're holding up the line.
Too early for this, Mike.
We've got a great adventure planned for today, don't we?
We do. Lance got us down here at 5 o'clock in the morning. Lance, why are we here so early?
It's a long boat ride, man.
What do you got planned for us?
We're gonna go all the way to the head of the lake up to Stehekin. It's kind of a unique place up there. There's probably no more beautiful place than up there than in Washington right now. So snow-capped mountains, all the scenery, the fishing's pretty good up there. I got into some fish yesterday, so we'll see what we can come up with today.
So that's why we're here at 5, Mike.
We're in for a treat, so stay tuned. Let's go fishing.
Out early in the morning, gonna go out and cast away. All these waters here for the big boys, and we all come out to play. It's the Northwestern way. Northwest Fishing Reports.
Presented by Gray's Harbor Unders.
This is what we call the straits through here. This is where the wind gets to whipping, creates its own vortex down through here. And this is where we sink all the boats up here. So kind of a place to be very cautious and knowing what you're doing when you're running through the water. So.
Lance, I'm checking out your depth finder and I'm reading 1461 feet deep.
Yeah, it's on record at 1465, so we're within a couple feet of the deepest part of the lake that's on record. It's got one of the deepest glacier made crevices in North America.
Have you ever marked anything down there? Any Loch Ness monsters?
No Loch Ness monsters. Usually I'm cruising through here. I don't usually stop, but I don't even have enough line on any of my reels to get down that deep, so that's a long ways down there. Well, here we are. This is Stehekin. This is where the Lady of the Lake docks over here. This is the landing over here on the right. And then they got plenty of dock space up here. You got to have a federal dock permit to use the docks up here. But they got a little souvenir store. They got a restaurant. They should have the bathrooms open. So we're going to jump in here and see what's going on real quick, and then we're gonna hit the water and see if we can't catch some kokanee.
Lance, what do you got running today?
So we're running the Rocky Mountain Dodgers and the 5.5s, and then the little plankton squids with the little shaker wings on them. I'm running pink and orange. My secret corn. So
The secret corn?
yeah, there's no secrets about it.
Tell us more about your corn.
So it's
I never thought I'd say that.
it's
I want to learn about your corn.
white shoe peg corn. I use Potski's Fire Cure egg cure. One thing about these Dodgers is they're tunable, so you can bend them and you can get that kick that you want, and you can shorten or lengthen your leaders. So if the leaders are want to run a little longer leader length, you can put more bend in and get a little kick. You know, if the Dodgers kind of spooking the fish a little bit. There's one. Pull it out. Pull it out.
Fish, Hillary.
Yeah. Pull it out. Yep. Real fast.
The first fish of the morning, Hillary.
Beautiful morning out here.
Lance, what do you think we got?
It's I don't know. It's giving you some pretty good fight. If it's fighting a little bit, go ahead and back off on him a little bit. Oh, don't force it. We're using small hooks if it happens to be a big fish. So we get some Chinook up here once in a while. So
Well, that looks
Let's
like
see. Become it's a Chinook.
it's a little Chinook.
So
Wow.
we have a 15-inch rule on the Chinook up here. 16 1/4, so it's a keeper.
All
Way to
right.
go, Hillary.
So we'll
We'll eat that.
we're gonna eat that little
Wow.
tender noodles.
Hillary, holy
I'll
cow.
take that.
It's a beautiful
Look
fish.
at your little Chinookie. That's
Yeah.
what we call a blackmouth in the salt, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it's
If
got a
that's what the
black
yeah, they look just like them. Got the spots on the tails.
a little, well, quite a bit different than a kokanee.
Yes.
Were you surprised?
I was.
This is a good kokanee.
The whole way up, I'm like, this doesn't feel like a kokanee. It
No,
had-
I could tell you had. That's why I was telling you to slow down. It was definitely a different fish. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And
It was
we're targeting the kokanee today.
Targeting kokanee, and we bycatch some Chinook up here.
It's a nice bonus.
It's a bonus fish. Definitely a bonus fish. Yep.
Is there regulations on these guys besides
Yeah, the
minimum?
15-inch minimum, and then it's one fish per person. In the box he goes. Just like that. And we're gonna go get another one. See what we can come up with.
what a beautiful day out here.
So we'll kind of go through. We come off the downrigger. We'll just pick it up, reel down to the water, and kind of grab it right here. And it's just a quick little pop off the downrigger. It comes off the clip, and then you'll want to reel really fast until you feel the rod load up, and then you want to reel super slow. Slower the better. These Daiwa Alexas, they got a 5.5 to 1 gear ratio, so every time that handle goes around it, it's bringing in a lot of line. So these little kokanee got soft mouths, so you just want to be careful with them. Take your time. Slower, like I say, slower is better.
Well, this one's definitely a kokanee. It's not a Chinookie.
Not a Chinook.
Got a little bit of weight to it. Couldn't ask for a much better backdrop than those mountains behind us.
Oh, no way.
Bit of a good pull on them.
Yeah.
Do the Chinook and the kokanee bite a little different?
Chinook, you'll see, it'll be a pretty good bounce.
Yeah.
And then kokanee's more
That classic little
yeah.
pop, pop, pop. Yeah.
And I think a lot of times, like when we get the drive-bys where they just come and hit it, and it's a real quick shake, I personally think they're actually hitting the dodger. They're not hitting the bait itself.
Ah.
And they're just up there just playing with that dodger.
Yeah. Uh-oh. So that's a little guy, all right.
It's a whale.
It's a whale.
Yeah. We call these big ones whales.
I would say I was feeling the dodger. So the kokanee are running smaller this year on Chelan, and they go through cycles, don't they?
They do definitely go through cycles. You know, I believe the more fish you have in the lake, the actual smaller the fish get. And the reason for that is because they fight for the food source so much.
Yeah. Even at this size, you can get a couple little fillets off them, smoke them up, make some nice kokanee candy.
Yes.
And they taste just as good as their big brothers.
I personally like just heading them and gutting them, and then you know, pan frying them in the butter and whatnot, and then the bones come out, no bones, and you know, they're good eating that way for sure.
Yeah. So we're not going to be kokanee snobs. We're going to keep this one.
Yep. And one thing you can already see, you know, when you catch a kokanee, they're losing scales. Their mouths are really soft. And when they're flopping around and stuff like that, you know, you're tearing their mouths up. So generally when you catch a kokanee, you should probably keep that thing, and you know, because it's most likely going to die anyways.
I think I lost this one. There's another one.
Oh yeah, fish on.
A double.
Hillary will get it.
I lost mine. Oh well. Hillary's gonna get hers. I'm so happy for her.
Oh, my Ego net, my Ego 2 expandable net. I can't.
Don't leave home without
I
it.
can't fish without one of those out of this big boat. So, nope. I'm gonna have you stay to the front.
So we can pass you the rod, so you can pretend
Oh,
this
If Rob would get out of my camera filming area.
Yeah.
Oh, you're reeling
You
in.
go to the front of the boat just a little bit. Look at that one.
Boy, that's like 3 bam, bam, bam. That's a nicer one.
That is a beautiful fish. See what you're saying, just gut them and pan fry them.
Yep.
I think I might even try breading them with the skin on.
There's another one on that outside rod.
I'd be more than happy to take that.
That was this one too? Yeah. If she lands that fish, yeah, you're fired.
I'm out.
You're out.
So I was going to talk about the kokanee and the soft mouth and the usual catch ratio. You're gonna lose some fish, right, Lance?
Oh.
But apparently that's not the case for Hillary.
Oh yeah, well women usually catch more fish anyway because they're way more patient and they actually listen.
I lost them.
Yeah.
So we're fishing 130 feet down. There's a nice school that we just saw on the fish finder. Slow and steady wins the race.
That's right. If you think you're going too slow, then slow down even more.
Gonna need to trim Rob out of a lot of these shots.
You mean they're gonna have lots of music in this one?
Whoop.
It's your turn.
Beautiful shiny fish.
And slimy too.
And slimy. Are you a 1 kernel per hook kind of guy?
I'm a scent guy, so it depends on how big it is. One's fine there. If you get 2 small ones on the top one, that's fine. So.
On the trailing one?
Yep.
You like to put
Correct,
2 on
the
there?
back one, yeah. It does.
Okay.
I just like the scent out there.
Okay. So we've got our little
Plankton
hoochie
squid.
and a couple.
Yep. Looks perfect.
Yep. One thing you should note, you want to make sure you put the corn so it's pointing back of the hook.
Yeah, some people like to do that.
Oh, you don't like to do that?
I'm the least technical fisherman you'll see. I just like to, I mean, the fish are biting fast enough that the scent's out there.
This is very anal when you point the corn in the right direction.
That's right, that's right. I just put it on there and throw it back out.
Oh, okay. I'm overthinking. How far back?
Till the braid hits the tip.
Okay.
That's a double.
Double!
Right,
Fish on!
they got big air bladders in them and they release the air as they come up. Oh yeah. That's a decent fish there. Come off in the net.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
I'm getting some good pull here.
That's a better fish there.
This one's fighting. Or maybe that's the difference between me losing a fish and a fish being on the whole way.
Yeah.
So how much mono do you have on here?
I run 50 feet of mono, and I'll tell you why. And it's all visual for me. Has nothing to do with the fish or the stretch or anything. So like I can mess around with this fish that I got in the boat until I see that you're at the mono, and then I can start paying attention and coming over and netting the fish on this side. So this helps me visually keep knowing what's going on the boat. Kokanee are not line shy, so you don't have to worry about using fluorocarbons, and it helps, but they're going to hit it anyway. So see how
Tore up that mouth.
tore up as that. If you release that fish on the outside, that fish is going to die anyway. Hooked in the eye. It's just best to keep all the kokanee that you get. Works out better that way, and we might as well eat them instead of giving them to the birds. So.
Sure.
Well, there's a couple down there on the floor. You can see the big size difference in them, but hey, gonna do a little bit of dancing down there for you. That's
It's a double
awesome.
in the boat.
Double right there.
How deep?
100 feet.
100 feet. Ready for fish. Fish over there.
Another one here. I'll get this one. Guide girl, man.
Guide gets the fish. What an amazing place to fish. We got one boat that came up, and I don't even think they're fishing. We've got the whole end of the lake to ourselves, beautiful mountains surrounding us. This is just a different experience from fishing down in the basin. Well worth it if you can get up here. And Bob, there's one over there. There's one there. Triple.
Triple.
Oh, there we go.
The guide lost his.
Mine's is off. Mine's is off. Lost mine.
Well, Hillary's the one that got it down. I was like, what's going on here? All hands on deck.
Selfish fisherman. Caught on camera.
Nice bend on that one, Hel.
Yeah, this one's
Oh, yeah. Did you drop back down, Mike?
No, I did not.
Oh, there we go. We got one. This rod only? Is this rod still out then?
Yep.
Okay. We still got one in. And one in the box. Mike, you gonna get that in?
I hope so. The guys are losing all the fish today. All right, I'm determined to get this guy in.
Yep, I see him.
He's not bad.
Well, that's a great illustration if you can see that fish and how active they are on top of the water
As
there.
soon as they get to the top, then they swim out of the net.
There we go.
Didn't get that one.
Nice green spinner setup. I like it.
Who doesn't like me touching him? That's a nice fish. That's a good fish there.
I think it's there. I think that might be wrapped up here. Yeah, if he's there, no, he's there.
It's on here.
It's an interesting fish. This might be a little king.
It is a big kokanee.
There's a fish.
So what do you think of this color, Mike?
I like it. Yeah, it's a nice, it's obviously catching fish for us. That's not bad.
Orange corn, orange squid, orange dodger. A little bit of orange and everything.
A bit of a theme going on right there.
Orange, and orange. Jumps right in the net.
Perfect. All right. So this one's got uniform theme: pink, 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 and orange corn.
Fish on again. They just keep coming one after another.
Nice thing about up here is there's a lot of fish, so.
There are a lot of fish. I was looking at the fish finder a moment ago, and there's big, huge clouds of kokanee down there.
And they don't move around a lot up here. I mean, they can't go very far because they're up almost in the river channel now. So they stack right here on this little ledge that comes off of there. So.
And it's just us and the fish.
Nobody else is fishing. Oh yeah.
See that robh, how he tried to like throw me out of the way?
I know.
I held my ground though.
You guys were gonna have to start wearing life jackets.
I held my ground and I didn't let the fish interloper take my fish. Got a little bit of a lull in the action and we're back to it. This is a nice fish. I don't know what we got here, but I bet it's kokanee. But it's a good kokanee.
It's a nice one, yeah.
Yeah, it's got some color to it.
Hey, the way that fin looks, I think we might have something else. It is.
It's a king.
That's a king.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh yeah,
He's over
that's
15.
16. Yeah. Oh, it's 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's over 15 easily.
Double check. Yeah, that's good.
They come bigger here in Chelan. I mean, we've got reports on the website of up to 10-pound Chinook being caught this year. And they're pretty much incidental, right, Lance?
For me, yeah. There's a lot of people that are targeting them, but I don't target them.
And they are spawning up in the rivers here in
they'll
Chelan.
spawn up in Stehekin River. Yep.
So, beautiful bonus fish. That little guy put up a good fight.
This guy's fighting good too. And you got us at varied depths.
I'm running between 75 and 115 feet right now. But the 115-foot rod seems to be the hot ticket right now. But I got to keep them separated when we turn so we don't get tangled up on the downriggers. So that's a nice fish there.
That's a nice fish here.
Oh, that is nice. Look at that.
He's been giving me some nice barrel roll too. There he is. Oh yeah.
Oh, sweet.
That's better there. Woo!
It's going pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it is. Got our afternoon bite starting to kick into gear. This is another nice fish.
We're gonna land these fish and keep going, guys, but we may be running out of time here, Mike.
So-
I lost mine.
Oh, are you kidding? I lost mine too.
Double loss. That's not how we're ending our day fishing here.
No, it's not. If you guys like what you see, though, be sure to give Lance a call with Washington Guide Service. He'll get you up here on Stehekin. It's a special trip. Doesn't do it every day, but when you can get up here, it's well worth it.
For Northwest Fishing Reports, I'm Rob Holman. This is Mike Carey.
See you on the water.
And online. Go ahead and pulley away.